Hi, I'm Mia Bate, and this is the very first episode of my brand new series called Behind the Lyrics. Today we are talking about my very first single called God Complex. We are diving deeper into the lyrics and the meaning of the song, so I can't wait to share this with you. So let's start! Alright, before we start with the lyrics, that's why I'm looking over to the side, but before we start with the lyrics, I just want to give you context about God Complex, what it is about, and how it was born. To be honest, usually when I write my songs, I don't base it on just one event. I usually mix and match several events of my life that I've been through, and I'm trying to work through them. It's just kind of like a therapy session, to be honest, most of the time. So my songs are always a compilation of events that happened to me. So you can never really pinpoint what is what, but instead you can get a general idea, kind of solutions regarding whatever you're going through, and you might relate to the lyrics, you might relate to the beat and the rhythm and realize that, oh my gosh, Mia is talking about me. So generally, God Complex is about people who like to abuse their power, whether it is at the workplace, for example, whether it is in relationships when they think they got the upper hand against you and they use it and manipulate you. It could be church. Anywhere there is hierarchy, you can find people who are really hungry for power. So I've been through, well, all of these environments, and I experienced this kind of manipulation and abuse of power. And obviously I don't agree with it. So this song is basically trying to unveil that, man, I know what you're doing. I can see through you. And in hindsight, I can see, how certain environments weren't best for me. And you might be in the same situation and same shoes where you realize that, oh my goodness, what happened? And then you got this song, you got God Complex, where you can just shout it from the top of your lungs that I know what you did and I don't agree with it. Basically, this is God Complex. So I think we can just go deeper into the lyrics and see, what I wrote. And if I have any insights, anything that I can add that makes it more meaningful to you, I'm happy to be that person. I'm so excited to actually share this baby with you. This is my very first single, as you know. I'm really excited about this journey and the era of God Complex. So the first verse, I've got the flavors. Oh, already already cannot pronounce it. I've got the flavors, must I spoon feed to you? You've got your players in every game that you do. What's the idea? You're nothing but mafia. You made a deal to structure us like IKEA. I love wordplays, as you can see. So it is about, like, I know what you are doing, and it's more about organizations, obviously, that work like a mafia, and they want to put you in your place. They don't want you to stand out. They don't want to be your own person, to be an individual and show your colors, show your flavors. But we are on the other side now, so we want to show we got the flavors. So must we spoon feed it to you? Okay, here we go then. No pressure, no diamond. On my own I sparkle. If I speak up now, I know I'm 6 feet under. Obviously, you got your situations where you cannot, let your voice out, or you don't feel heard, or you don't know what to say in the particular moment, and months later you're like, oh, I got a really good comeback now. But no pressure, no diamond. If these things makes you stronger, makes you into a diamond, that can sparkle, and you cannot hold back the diamond, because if light shines through it, it's just a million light leaks will be all over the place, and that is you. So this cannot be hidden anymore. But you still got that feel like, okay, I can't speak up. That's why I wrote, I know I'm 6 feet under, if I say something, but we are all grown-ups now. Such a twisted game you're playing now, obviously. You don't know what's going on. Where you're sick, what a trip. When you can't trace back your origins, lies, and you make me feel like I am trapped. Obviously, it's quite literal. It's just, unveiling the sick and twisted game that, power-hungry people like to play. So here we go. God complex. It's just a flex. Everyone is your own, but it's not your own. No, God complex. You're such a mess. It's a power trip. Now, time to get your fix. Now. No. So basically, their problem is they have God complex. They think they rule over everyone. They rule over you, but not anymore. And I made the connotation, the association between hungry for power, it's like you're using. That's why the trip connotation is there, or parallel is there. It's, the time to get your fix now. Like they need this kind of situation where they can overpower you, so they feel themselves, more powerful, established, like they are on a high. So I was like, oh yeah, it kind of like you need your fix every day. You need to push down people in order to feel important. So that is your God complex and your ideology. That is just not fun for anyone. So yeah, unveiling the problem, here it is, the second verse. There's no forgiveness without an apology. It's non-existent in your dictionary. If my bare shoulders give you sinful thoughts, maybe the problem is not mine, but actually yours. It is like the second stage, I think, when you kind of, pull back and the other person might feel, if you're lucky, might feel that something's changed, or you communicated. Hopefully that's the case. Like, hey, mate, just, back up, and you draw your boundaries. But, this is an argument here that I had with other people, like forgiveness, the theme of forgiveness. I said that there is no forgiveness without an apology. So if you don't come up to me, and we don't settle it, I cannot forgive you. And some people, they argue this, like, yeah, you can totally forgive even if you don't receive an apology. So it is up to you to interpret this and let me know what you think. This is my opinion, that I wanted an apology, but I know I won't get it. If my bare shoulders give you sinful thoughts, maybe the problem is not mine, but actually yours. This is obviously about church. I don't think I can hide it, not that I wanted to. This is, again, a topic that could be, divisive. I think that's a word. People might think differently on it. I know some cultures are like showing your shoulders is a big thing, like, society frowns upon. That's a cultural thing. I live in the West, so it's different for me. But in church, obviously it's another layer of being modest. But that's one of my problems that I wanted to put here regarding the church part. That, it's not about if I show my shoulders or not. My boobs are not out. I've been in loose clothing all throughout my childhood. Still, I got comments from adult men who complained to my father. Listen, at this point, it's not me. It's you. It's definitely you. So, it is just another thing. Or it just, it couldn't be just church. It could be your everyday environment, in your workplace. Honestly, just because you are dressed nicely, you don't even need to show anything, and you get comments. And I've been through that as well. It was hell, honestly. So at this point, you start to look inwards, like, okay, maybe I'm the problem. But then you come to this realization that, well, I don't think it's my mindset if I dress appropriately to the occasion. And, you know, my aim is not to make you feel uncomfortable. I just make myself comfortable, but still I don't know, everybody has their own opinion about what's modest and what is comfortable for them. So I cannot interpret it for you, but you interpret it for yourself. But if you dress according to that, who can, you know, shame you in any shape or form because you are showing your tiny bit of like your shoulder? The shoulder thing was for me, but it could be anything for you. So basically, you know, this is a big topic. I could talk about this for hours, but I think we should move on because we will be here for a very long time. So the next part is judgment ain't a nice outfit on anybody. Still you wear it with more pride than Freddie Mercury, one of my favorite lines from the song. Getting high on your own power, basically. So it's again a reference to getting high on power, like a drug. I think it says it all. Like, it comes from the whole song that I don't agree with judgment at all. And that was a big lesson for me as an adult, because as a kid, I was very judgmental. And I'm being transparent here. You know, brought up in a church environment as a Christian. When you go real hardcore, it's, you know, it's a thing for fresh Christians as well. And you get to know the word and the Bible, you're like, I know what is right and what is wrong. And then you go out into the world and judge everything based on the word itself. But, you know, you can't judge people like God don't judge people. They judge the sin. And that's a separate thing. In my opinion, we love people. We don't like sin. We hate sin, we can say, but you need to separate it. So you cannot judge anybody on anything, because we are Christians. As Christians, weren't judged for our shit. Excuse my language. So just don't wear that outfit. Don't be judgmental. Don't wear it with, like, you know, with the flashiness of Freddie Mercury. I loved his stage presence. That's why it was, you know, I wanted something that represents, like, you know, his outfit, his stage presence was like so much pride. And there's a wordplay over there as well. I hope you can pick up on it. I won't elaborate, but you know, I just wanted to, like, a really nice wordplay with it. So bottom line, don't be judgmental. And then it comes back to, you know, the pre-chorus and the chorus. God complex is just the flags. So so this is God Complex. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I hope to do this in the future and, you know, let you in on my lyrics, on how I write music, and, you know, anything that I could share with you. And I'm so thankful that you are with me on this journey. I hope to make this into a beautiful story, honestly. And this is my life's work, and I don't want to take it lightly. So I'm really happy that you are here with me in this, you know, very monumental moment in my life. I appreciate you. I love you. Jesus love you too. And I see you in the next, you know, Behind the Lyrics episode. Bye.